Okay, scammers are lurking all over online, even in all the product and service reviews that you and I sift through, we trust. But if you're searching for real feedback online, even for something as simple as a restaurant review, the odds that you are reading a fake one are higher than you may think. That's why the Federal Trade Commission is cracking down, launching a new campaign to stop marketers from using illicit reviews in endorsement practices. Now, this proposed rule would prohibit businesses from doing three things. One, buying, selling fake consumer reviews and testimonials. Two, using or repurposing old consumer reviews, and using reviews written by people who work for the business being reviewed. And I want to bring in a special guest this morning. Let's bring in Oobah Butler. He's a journalist in London whose first writing job was to write fake reviews for restaurants. He even created his own fake restaurant in London, which became the top-rated restaurant in the city on TripAdvisor. Oobah, welcome to the show. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Cheers. What a risky and bold social experiment that you took part in and created. Why did you do it?
Well, obviously, getting started out as a writer, as somebody who didn't go to college or anything like that, I kind of just had to take the jobs that came my way. And unfortunately, one of those kind of first jobs for me was writing fake reviews for restaurants on TripAdvisor, which is the world's biggest tourist website.
And did that keep the lights on for you, Oobah?
It was a combination of a lot of different unusual gigs, but it was definitely helpful. And yeah, I guess because I'd worked in the restaurant industry and stuff, to see that this platform, which we all took as gospel, was manipulatable, was kind of very edifying for me. And that obviously led to me then creating an experiment years later, where I harnessed the powers of fake reviews in order to create the #1 rated restaurant in London, but it never existed.
Yeah, it was in a garden shed, right?
Yeah, where I lived.
Where you lived.
The rental market in London is still bad, but hopefully I can afford a flat now.
It's so fascinating. In all your time doing that, what did you learn about the power of fake reviews and how people can be taken advantage of?
It is unbelievable. Our whole kind of experience of the world is curated by, where we eat, what we shop, are curated by online reviews. I mean, FakeSpot, who's an independent, they estimated about 6 months ago that 42% of Amazon reviews are fake. That led me to recently announce and do another experiment, which I'm happy to talk about, where I created a product made out of Amazon drivers' urine, sorry to say it.
Wow.
And got it listed as an energy drink on Amazon, and then manipulated that to be #1.
Ew.
And I did that in order to bring attention to the bad treatment of workers on Amazon. But I used the power of #1 and their listings, and it was all done in the same way. So it's kind of the point of those experiments, of the restaurant one on TripAdvisor, on this Release Energy one on Amazon, was to show, look, these platforms are manipulatable, and we are being lied to and gaslit by these gigantic companies.
And people fall for it. And just a few seconds left, Oobah, one more question. Since you're a pro, you did this for a while. If I'm reading a review, what are some red flags that I can spot where it might signal to me that this isn't for real?
It's endemic. I mean, I will say that it's going to get really difficult, and probably get more difficult the more that AI begins to play a part. And I think it's really good that the FTC are tightening laws. They just need the actual teeth and financial backing to enforce these, because there are a lot of examples in the UK and in Europe where laws are good, but the government regulators need money to actually go after these companies, who are quite scary and often very powerful.
Yeah, we need another safety net to take place. Oobah, thank you for sharing your story. We appreciate your truth and transparency on this one. Hopefully it'll help a lot of people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.